Hello, Joni. Look, I've got an idea.
Here, in a greatly simplified form, we have the four elements needed in every timepiece. A source of energy or power, a means of transmitting power, a dial to record the flow of power, and a way to control the power. In a greatly simplified form, we have the four elements needed in every timepiece.
Also, I have no idea how this is going. Wait, hang on. I have no idea how this is going to go tonight. For multiple reasons. The first is that I am... we'll go with that one. That I am... Hey. That I completely forgot to... Yep, that's correct. Do pretty much any setup for this, so that's already going good. That's the wrong options menu. Yeah, I was doing the Fall Guys collab with this earlier, and that music is annoying, so I did absolutely... So I decided, no, I am stopping this. The other thing is I'm going to take just one quick run through at my model stuff, because it would appear that it's just not working for some reason. Because yeah, it's doing the mouth okay, but like I can't blink for some reason, so huh. Okay, that's just very weird. For some reason it's very sensitive, but yeah, I hope everyone's doing okay tonight. Yeah, I'm going to have to take a look at that later. That is really annoying me, but we'll work with what we have. Yeah, so tonight we're doing Final Fantasy XIV solo instead of the usual Eldritch Horror Bread. Do you actually need to blink? No, but it's a nice thing. It makes me feel like I'm contributing, you know? Like, it's not necessary, but... yeah. Okay. Nope, this is... the other thing is that this is totally what it's going to be all, like... all night. Wait. So... I am completely scatterbrained. It's going to be like this... full everything. What the hell? Why is it doing this? Does this do this with the other model? Oh, that's actually just a problem with absolutely everything. I'm going to restart VTube Studio quick. Like, why is it doing this? Yeah, no, it's just completely not working for everything. You don't pay. Yeah, thanks, because I do... like, it's not a good feel to get in and have everything just immediately start breaking. There we go. There we go. Problem solved. That... because I noticed it last time. I'm like, is this because I have the new model and changed absolutely everything? Wait, what am I doing? We have this Scream. Yeah. Well, I was right with Scream. Hi, Ace. I hope you're doing better than me, because everything is all over the place, absolutely everywhere. Thanks for the knife. I needed that. Wait, where the... oh. I was not expecting the absolutely massive, or the regular size knife. I'm used to it being huge. But good seeing you around. I hope you're having a good night tonight. But no, the plan for tonight is, because I was talking to the chess about, wow, it took me a while to realize when I last streamed, which was Tuesday. Brain is off tonight, but glad that you're doing well, and it's always good to see Ace. Ah! Technical difficulties with the pizza. How are you doing tonight? Wait, how many times have I asked that? Anyway, point is the brain is off. And normally this type of stream is a collab, but I was talking with Chess and she's just like, yeah, there's a whole, and the end goal, their end thing that we discussed was like, there's a whole lot of content that you really need to be later in the game to be able to get and like run with her and the group and everyone else. Like yeah, I should probably just push through this game regardless. So that's what I'm doing. And currently we are and I did look this up and checked, helping a 16-year-old form a small army. It seems to be going as well as you'd expect. So what the fell? We're bringing a shipment to Revenant's Toll, provisions earmarked for the frontier effort. As soon as we sought to cross over into Mordona, we were set upon by brigands. I believe they may have been heretic. Get the flame, the heavy flamer. We're burning heretics again. Okay, bad news. I have to skip a year of studying because university team's being... God, fuck the university team. I have never had a good interaction with, like, the financial or... Well, actually, I don't know what branch of the university you're dealing with, but I guarantee if it's administrative, I have not had a good experience with them. Well, that does suck. Sorry, cheese was falling off that slice. Hopefully that they get that sorted out and that you're able to get back after the year without any issue. Oh, we're going back. Right, it did mention heretics, which would be Coerthus. Get some law books stuff. Yeah, that... Actually, that is a really good idea for an accelerated course to do some self-studying. And to come in with, like, a bit of existing knowledge. I love this mount just for the... Hello. But yeah, that's still a good use of time, and I hope it goes well. Carl, get the Flammenwerfer. This is a Flammenwerfer. It werfs Flemmen. Also up there with a Granatenwerfer that werfs Granaten. German language is fun. And speaking of World War II German armaments, there is like a 50-50 odds at this stream that I get distracted and just play Wolfenstein 3D. Because I've really been wanting to play more Wolfenstein. That I want to do because id Software did a weird thing back when those games were first coming out, like Doom and Wolfenstein. And they doubled down when the reboots of Wolfenstein New Order and New Colossus and Doom 2016 and Eternal. They doubled down and made everything canon. Which leads to the absolutely hot nonsense thing that Wolfenstein and Doom are in a shared universe and happen more or less sequentially. Because all the Wolfenstein games happen in the order of release. Like, there's Easter eggs in the reboots that confirm it. Like, you can play the first level of the original Wolfenstein as BJ's Nightmare. Like, it's framed in game as a PTSD flashback to the events of... Yeah, it's absolutely insane. that, which means it's Wolfenstein 3D. No, it's Spear of Destiny, which was a prequel, Wolfenstein 3D, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, then the problem in all this plan, Wolfenstein 2009, which was released. It was one of those games that was so bad that when Bethesda, and I realize I'm talking over a voice cutscene, which this is a big reason why this stream was usually a collab, because if there wasn't other people there making me pay attention, this shit's what happens. But like, Wolfenstein 2009 was so bad that when Bethesda acquired id Software, they said that we cannot in good faith sell this anymore, so they pulled it from Steam. You can still get physical copies, no problem, but that means I have to get my PS3 working to with my capture card, which requires a HDMI split. There's a whole thing up in the Discord of me trying this tonight and very much failing in large caps. But then there's the reboot series, and they did a weird thing in that Doom guy, the protagonist of Doom 1 and 2, is canonically the great grandson of BJ Blazkowicz, the protagonist of Wolfenstein. Hey, I remember getting to this place when it was winter. Oh, God, that is really cool that it just perfectly fit, like, because there's a couple of games that I know, Kirby 64, that one always feels like a fall game because of the third level, and Super Mario Galaxy, that because I got that for Christmas, it's just so stuck in my mind. But there's something about a winter level at the perfect time. Like, that is kind of amazing. And honestly, I found that, like, a couple people have a story where like what was going on with the game and their lives or the lives around them was like eerily similar, and either, like you said, hit the immersive aesthetic, or like, oh, I really resonate with this, which I suppose is why that for a lot of Final Fantasy 14 fans, like, they have this kind of all or nothing relationship with the game. They're either very into it, or like they've admitted that it's not for them and they've stepped away. Like, there's not really any middle ground fans. All right, heretics are in Snowcloak. Perfect. Yeah, what was I talking? Oh, right. Wolfenstein and Doom being a shared universe. Because, yeah, there was, like, the Wolfenstein games, id Software canonically said that the Doom guy was a great grandson of BJ Blazkowicz. And then there's also the Commander Keen games, which exists just because John Romero and the team at id wanted to try to port Super Mario Bros. Yeah, the original NES game to the PC, but Nintendo was not interested in it, like, at all. So that never came to pass. But Commander Keen, the protagonist of that game, was very much explicitly the grandson of BJ Blazkowicz. So it's a very weird extended world that it made, in that canonically Earth was conquered by the Nazis. A successful resistance by a man who was too angry to die was started and overthrew that regime. And And then in like 2020, scientists on Mars managed to open a portal and cause a demonic invasion that spread to Earth. And then another one happened during Doom 20 or Doom 64. So yeah, Earth has been kind of through the ringer. Who are you? And those clothes seem familiar. That someone has similar clothes to that. Oh, speaking about outrageous clothes, I also was, during Loft stream, I was hanging out in a friend's stream that was playing 16. Or not 16, 14. And I misheard, like they were playing a red mage, which is the class I'm playing right now. And I misheard what they said and thought they just kept on calling it bread mage. I'm like, okay. After doing this 3 times, I know what class I have to main now. It is required. And honestly, I've kind of been really enjoying it. Like, I haven't picked up a caster because of the sit and wait nature of it. Like, you have to stand in place while it casts, but the ability to, oh, I overshot again. The ability to, whenever you cast a spell, you get dual cast, which lets you cast a second spell immediately with no cast time. So it's actually, the ability to get stuff out faster has been really nice, along with being able to do some melee combos. Oh, that's who we saw Ice Heart. Ooh, found an old naval Air Force overcoats on military surplus site, and hell yeah, like, DM me the link, because I've been thinking, I have, you know, that super heavy coat that, like, I completely wiped out on my bike one day, and it only minorly tore, like, the worst point of contact to it, like that Duluth fire hose coat. Super heavy, but I've been kind of wanting to get something that's still warm, but not that heavy. Or yeah, just a second one so that I can have something very warm, but I'm not wearing out a coat that fast. Alright, if this guy did not want people standing on his desk, he should not have that big of a desk.
My imaginings tended toward the grim and bloody.
Yeah, that could get a bit cold. I know you had travel leggings and some travel gear for the plane, but
Such frivolous wonderings do little justice to the
might be worth checking out, like,
Tell me, what did you
a good warm cheap coat. Or layers. Layers are definitely good. Also, this dude is so tall.
Indeed. And this transpired at Snope. Of all the highlands, that towering wall has borne the worst of the region's brutal shift in climate. So inhospitable has Snowcloak become that we have still to.
I love how this is like a cutscene that would normally be just quick, unvoiced dialogue. Or this shouldn't even be a cutscene. It does not feel like what they're discussing makes this much work. But except to just highlight Hartrafont as a dude. Like, this is a character equivalent of if you've ever seen old animation or old games where anything that's going to be moved in a scene is a shade or two lighter than the background.
Though Iceheart true identity yet eludes us. You have provided
I have so many layers. Security gonna make me take them all off because oh, you're gonna be carrying so many drugs. Thank you.
on the matter of the
I'm trying to eat pizza and should probably mute my mic while I have them.
to Revenant's toll.
Sorry about that.
Allow such an honorable venture to be undermined by one miserable setback.
Oh, he's already sending new supplies. Good, nice guy. I can't find the one specifically I was looking at, but sent you 2 rain trench coats. Yeah, the only problem is that Revenant's Toll. The only reason I don't already own like a trench coat is that okay, I like the Dutch military one you sent. The Swiss one's pretty good, but I like the tan. But the reason I don't is like I don't need to be wearing many layers for airport security to assume that I am carrying so many drugs. Because first of all, Noxer, Ezra, Gloom, Coith. I don't know, that's a cool hat. Because first of all, I am very tall. Second of all, I have anxiety. Wait. How are it? And third of all that combined with the scrutiny of an airport means I have not traveled once without either getting patted down in the security line or, excuse me, sir, we're going to have to go through all your bags. The worst is that they explicitly timed at... Huh. I should have been paying more attention. I have no idea where to go now. Like, the worst is that sometimes they will time it. Like, security knows what they're doing with this. And when everyone else that I'm traveling with hands off their bags for me to hold while they get themselves ready for, like, the security check, that's what... Oh, you did not have that earlier. That is when they choose the time to pull me aside, and everyone gets, like, every bag gets searched. It's ridiculous. If someone meets me IRL with my sleeveless plaid coat, they're like, oh yeah, no, I can see you working his body. Perfect. Like, really, you have weapon experience, you're good at throwing knives, you're good with just sports and athletics in general. All you need is no sleeves, and I will believe that you look like you could throw anyone. Okay, when this game goes for the filler, it goes for the filler. Wow, I am being sent so many coats tonight. Oh yeah, that is the sleeveless puffy vest. That is pure bouncer material. Oh yeah, I got this stupid thing from the Fall Guys collab. It is ridiculous. Like, absolutely everything that came out of Fall Guys. I can't believe that they did it. Ooh, actually, let me pull out the... You can summon a bean! Look at him. He is the most egregiously dressed thing here. Like, even I have gone past that. Combine that with fingerless glove, black mask over the mouth. Yeah, you can probably relate to me when it comes to people tend to cross the street when they see you coming. God, the worst was when like middle of COVID. I mean, hey, it means you're more room on the sidewalk and you don't have to deal with people, which is always a plus. But it was like middle of January, like blizzard conditions, and I used to wear glasses. So whenever, and the university guidelines was that if you're walking around, like in general, you had to wear a mask. Also, I was wearing it because it was cold out and it was actually kind of warm. So what I did was I'd put like a turtle fur over that mask up, but also because to keep my glasses from fogging up, I had this pair of ski goggles that I'd put on. So between that heavy coat, being large, absolutely no skin showing at all, like this experience is also Genova witness. Okay, I was not expecting to see that. For context, if you've never played Final Fantasy VII, Genova's the big bad of that game. The person actively trying to destroy the world and Sephiroth's mom. Hey, Spirit, thanks for coming in. You are the first to redeem third. Botanic, you are the second. Whoever redeems third next will be third. Hey, congratulations on being third. This is reminding me that now that I have everything, now that I have a bot that can actually see channel point redeems, I really need to do something to reward third. I have seen someone who has it their bot set up that it'll change the name of the redeemed to whoever redeemed it. Is that more Doritos? Okay. Just a sec. Let me pull up your throne.
I guess.
Yeah. There we go.
Take care of our sanity.
Add more Doritos first. Well, that sounds like a personal problem. What was I talking about before I got... Oh, right. Yeah, and then you also had to redeem change time, which if you didn't get first would change it so it looked like you did. Alright. Mention I thought... Oh, guy. He thought of a name. It was me trying to tell you there's none there. Don't not. Well, unfortunately, I moved too fast. I love how dumb the red mage outfit is.
This day signifies the momentous choice that each of you has made. With your strength now pledged to the scions of the seventh dawn, you are beholden to no single nation. You stand as the vanguard for a united Eorzea. From this moment forth, I declare you crystal to this fractured realm and face our enemies.
He's a dork. They did such a good job of writing him as a teenager. Because I have nothing else to say, but this is such a teenager approach to everything. Flashy name, a plan to save the world, absolutely no little overthought to what assembling a non-government sponsored standing army with very lofty goals will look like to everyone else. Like, this is just a bad plan. He has this, true, suppose he does have a good amount of knowledge with politics, but it's also very easy to read the character and his actions in a way that kind of shows he has a lot of growing up to do, in a way that'll take a lot of painful lessons.
The Scions stand ready.
All right. Let's see how this goes for him. True. All screw up as teenagers. Usually that does not involve first becoming an armchair general, though.
Yes, I'm listening. So our worst fears are confirmed.
Like, this could work if he has a lot of oversight.
Power defies comprehension. Truly? Trial is
I didn't know. All my choices were absolutely perfect. Yes, yeah. Wait, cry. Oh, the fuck? We're entering the Final Fantasy V arc.
Condition changes. Yes, I shall pass
'Cause that-
words to Ariange.
I kind of wish that the playthrough I attempted for Final Fantasy V didn't completely implode on itself. Because she's the fifth party member that you get to replace a character death in that game, and also is the traditional Final Fantasy. This kid did not deserve all of this shit that they're dealing with, which means keep this girl away from trees, check her for splinters, and if her dad is still alive, or grandpa, I forgot what it is, do not let him go out without backup. Interesting. Also interesting. Top Hat. We're going that one. For the glam. Totally didn't get kicked out of school and then proceed to ruin their reputation through angry... Okay. But that is pretty funny. Like, being able to have at least angry enough people to ruin a school's rep. Not many people can say that. So at least generally genuinely set up an angry mob of 40 bears. See, that's telling me that the problem was not you, and the school themselves probably did something to deserve it, because I was expecting maybe 10, 7, 40. It's like, once is coincidence, twice is suspicious, 3 is a pattern. 10 is expected, 20 is impressive, 40 is legitimate grievances towards that school. Oh, the power of organization. Oh! What's the bet here, chat? Is this guy brainwashed, naturally evil, or being possessed? Because I'm getting big evil church vibes from this guy. Yeah, who are those two fine gentlemen by chance? Where have we seen them before? Not Dastrom and Gloam. Hound the Monarch. Actually, I think this is a theocracy, but I like the spirit. Oh god, that washing that beard. Like, to be of the age where you have such a long white beard, you have to have people to do that. Like, that is not a one old man job. Oh, yeah, no, that's actually kind of what I was talking about. Like, although Alphanod started the organization, just saying that running it smoothly is another matter, and helping hand would be appreciated. Then offered to send one of the Archons to assist him, but he declined. You know, I can be independent to a fault, singularly loath to accept help. Save, of course, what... So... there's like a... No Manscaped sponsorship in... No Manscaped sponsorship in Ishgard. That unwashed churl. We are off to shave this man. Down with the monarchy. Shave the theocracy. Hang on. I'm adding that as a quote. I honestly can't believe that I've said enough stupid things that made me stop the stream to get 74 of them. I get the ultimate sign that I got. Should be enough. Hell yeah. This is why you need to know high-end level raiders. So you can borrow their tools to shave people. Oh, speaking of beards, I might have read it wrong, but I think this guy's name is Illbeard. Yep, Illbeard. Hey, can I borrow that weapon you got from saving the world in an alternate universe real quick? What do you need it for? Shaving.
Given the sensitive nature of the task, I could not rely on one of my own.
I mean, if not... No, it's an Illbeard. Not an Illwoman.
That which I'm about to tell you, I tell you in the...
You know, if it's not in character for the Warrior of Light to borrow apocalyptic level weapons, it is definitely in my character to do that.
We received certain documents from an anonymous source. They notified us of the presence of a Garlean agent within the ranks of one of the grand companies. Following some discreet inquiries, we identified a suspect among the Immortal Flames, whom we detained for questioning.
Yeah, porque nos dos.
Alas, the man was not our agent. He was
Probably. I know that the ultimate weapons are all very shiny, glowy, and look more like abstract concepts than weapons.
We pressed the traitor for a name, but he had none to give. He
That-
claims never to have met his master.
Yeah, and also really big.
Only as the Ivy.
Although I have what's probably a very hot take among raiders for that. And this is mostly because it's coming from a much, in the context of single player games, a much colder take. That is, if the requirement to get the strongest weapon in the game is to go through the hardest boss fight in the game, that is no longer the strongest weapon in the game. The second strongest weapon is then the strongest weapon. Because once you get that reward for beating the ultimate challenge,
Circumstances demand that
you
this matter be settled post-haste.
don't have anything to use it on.
Aramald's war of succession nears its end, and it is
It's one of the, it's like pure bragging rights rewards, which in the context of an MMO makes much more sense to have,
traitors in our midst.
to inspire competition and get people excited for that, for either like love of the game, ongoing, because it is different with a game that's meant to go on for years and years.
To see that things go smoothly.
But in terms of if you're just interested in the story of getting from point A to point B and not any of the challenge
That is the case.
level content,
Well move against
I don't think they're ever used for their gear score, honestly. They get overshadowed in about 3 to 5 months from normal content. Yeah, that's the other thing, that it's definitely just like a reward to say you beat the fight. Because in the cycle of... Oh, hold on. Like in the cycle of content, the gear from the next patch has to be higher and higher. Like, it has to be constant improvement because there will be a difficulty curve. Like, there has to be. You can't just have a patch where everyone will start that's designed to go through at max level. And it's much more of a gripe for like single player game. Oh. God, that thing is huge. Here, I'm gonna... Wait, no, it's in massive Wait a second. Aha, if we do this, that, and the other thing, that's a massive weapon. I also pulled this up specifically because I love this guy back here, like, just glaring at you, thinking, my God, what OSHA violation did they bring to me today? What are they doing? Oh, over there. Yeah, you're getting the side eye so hard. Oh, hell yeah, we got Diluted Deathclaw in here. Finally. How are you doing, Diluted? Hope that you're having a good night. Yeah, and like that's a gripe that I have for like the strongest weapon being behind the toughest fight makes it not really a reward. It's from single player games where like the bonus dungeon or the last dungeon will get you something that would have been so much more fun to play through or play with more game ahead of you. But yeah.
When they told me you'd be visiting, I scarce believed my ears. But look at you, the honored captain of the Crystal Bloody Braves. Who'd have imagined?
Not many, but fewer still would have imagined your destiny lay in politics, old friend.
Good to hear you're doing okay. I'm doing fine. I
Come far, have we not?
was very tired today. I don't know why, but actually, no, I do know why. I was supposed to take this week off, but then I decided, no, I want to run a full week schedule because I'm sick of taking breaks from streaming or having things fall through. So I streamed anyway.
My dealings tended toward the modest and mundane.
Probably will take next week off.
Some I could mention. As I hear it, no sooner did you reach Thanalan than the brass blades clapped you in irons and dragged you off to die on the blood sands. Being a stubborn sort, you won 1,000 matches and earned yourself a place in the people's hearts while you were about it. Then, with your mountain of prize money, you bought the Colosseum and secured a seat on the Syndicate. Those balls, brother. Rags to riches, not
Oh, I forgot that fact. The devs named one god in this game Nald Thald just
Worthy of that title.
to make that curse happen, just so they could have someone say Thal's balls.
Short, by all accounts.
Right, can you bet be 5 days while I'm gone and stream on my channel? Sure. Send over your stream key, all your passwords, and credit card plus those three funky little numbers on the back. I'll do a good Ace impression.
Not in this company. I have tidings.
But no, Mecha, the game, unfortunately, there was the biggest fuck off rainstorm last night. Like, the street outside of the stadium that we were going to go to for the basketball game was flooded. So everyone involved made the decision of, you know, even in an inside stadium, maybe tonight isn't the night for basketball. So we stayed home, and I think, and looked at ridiculous cars on on bringatrailer.com, which is dangerous because there's like, it's all auctions, so you can find stuff like, I know one person, yeah, Gobsy, they commented on the post I made about it earlier and said that the first thing they saw was a Vespa motorcycle for 2,000, which most things on there seem to be in pretty good repair, so that much for something that's kind of guaranteed to at least run or need a little work in the context of motor vehicles is really cheap. Oh yeah, why are you deluded tonight?
I look forward to it.
Did you fall in the
Let us
pool?
reminisce of bygone days and drink to the future.
Yeah, stream key and model. I have always thought that it would be funny to shuffle models around and just let some confusion reign. A little bit of body snatching going on between friends.
Flame Gem. You wear the mantle well, old friend. I must work hard if I'm to keep up. Well, it would seem your
Solution of, oh, 60% Mecha, 40% Red Bull. Throw some vodka in there and you got yourself a party.
My thanks, Scion.
Also sounds very, like... Good catch. One booba physics model was involved in 2 booba physics model. We've doubled the boob. Okay, I'm just picking up this quest because I've been curious. Partially because it rewards a Phoenix down. Active investigating. Oh! Now I'm a little bit mad. This is... Have you heard of Hildebrand before? Yes, but no. I've been waiting to do these quests. Because I have either heard that they're some of the funniest, dumbest things, or everyone hates them. You'd love that. See, I also had a feeling that would would happen. So, yeah. Also, hello again. I think I said it once before, but yeah. So he flies off towards Telemann. Yeah, that's right. He flew, launches himself straight in the air somehow. As ridiculous as it sounds. Of course, it's only logical that he's got to come back down. Though it was only recently found his body. Had a reason for bringing this up. Alright, so Nashu, Hildebrand's erstwhile assistant, sends me become an inspector in her own right. Present, she's investigating the queer rumors I've been mentioned earlier. Sweet lass, bit daft, but sweet nonetheless. When I hear she's at wit's end, I want help. Thing is, I prefer the mental affairs of the living. Zombies are most definitely not my forte. And you know that I know you well enough. Yeah, that was pretty much confirming it. Because I heard a lot, and also heard that... Okay, new plan. I don't care what Alpha Nod is trying to do. We are helping the zombie gentleman inspector, because I love this already. Shit, I just know what it reminded me of, and this is going to sound like hot nonsense to anyone who hasn't read at least a couple Discworld novels. Reg Shu, notable for being defined as a rebel without a cause, he is a zombie, essentially perpetual protester who doesn't really know what he's fighting for or how to get it, but being dead did not stop him from fighting. Only you were still alive, Inspector. You know how to stop these zombies. You have not... Oh, read... It's in the Guards novels. I think is either... Not Men-at-Arms, Jingo might be the first appearance of Reg Shu. Of course, he shows up also in Soul Music. Yeah, I think Soul Music is his first pre-watch book thing, or appearance. Come to offer your services to me? I hope I can get the monocle through this quest chain. Where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Nashu, Agent of Inquiries, Extraordinary Inspector. At least that's what I'm trying to be. It's not quite as easy as he made it look. Inspector Hildebrand's a great man, a real Azorian hero. Travel the world, me and him, solving cases and thwarting evil. Matter of the mystery, you could always count on the Inspector to solve with grace and style. Then there's a final case. Case of the century, called it. How to stop the Red Moon from destroying the world. I am immediately adopting the headcanon that if it were not for a minor mishap, he would have been successful. To save us all, he flew in. Then he came back down, and he... Oh my god, I get an echo flashback from this. It's all a joke. Big funny joke, right, Inspector? Any moment now and you'll burst out of the ground and shout, "Surprise, had you fooled, eh?" And we'll laugh. Oh, Manderville. Given that in the Gold Saucer, the statue of the founder of that establishment is also a Manderville and not wearing pants, this fills in a lot of details about that Manderville. They say no one remembers the Warriors of Light. Their names, their faces, all gone forever. But I remember you, Inspector. No, gentleman hero Hildebrand. Hey, so we have been left without supervision tonight and immediately fucked off into one of the most silliest quests in the game. That's an ongoing series. I am excited. But how are you doing? Wait, where did you get that outfit? You Inspector Extraordinary. Wait, did this all happen like 5 minutes ago? I love this. Twitch information gets bugged like that. Well, myself, Nashu, there must be a leader, a head zombie, who tells the rest what to do. Therefore, all we need to do is kill him, again, that is. Unfortunately, I don't know where he is or how to find him, but you're here, my faithful assistant, and try the one good idea I've come up with so far. If you go where these dapper zombies were last seen in southern Thanalan, you might find them, and you could become their friend and ask to meet their leader. Yes, that's sure to work. Oh, his scheduled and saved his last stream info, but didn't. Right. Yeah, that's also the... Participate in the fate. Fallen corpses writhe in style. this? Something. Ooh. I'm going to have to remember that you can buy the tattered remains of of Hildebrand's clothes as an outfit for like $7. Because I usually am not tempted to spend money on cosmetics. However, oh. However, I do love the good torn tux. But no, so yeah, that is rough. That to have wait, the fuck? That is not the right one. But to have like internet problems just tank a stream. Hopefully next time it's more stabilized and it'll work out. Oh. The cave is not the way. God, T-Mobile, Spectrum, AT&T. It's easier to name an ISP that isn't a massive piece of shit. Like, they all give shitty, unreliable service regardless of what package you have through them, and it's so annoying. Oh, interesting. What cut you're streaming in half? Well, didn't actually cut in half, but may as well have everything disconnected for a few minutes and reset. Oh, that's pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much in half. Do I have to fight them? Or they feel so refined, so cultured. Just, fine. This will hurt you. This will hurt you. Wait. Oh, I have to sync. This will hurt you more than it hurts me. My mother took the wrong. How do you grab the? How do you grab the Ethernet wire instead of the? They're shaped so differently. You know, I'll believe that. Like, out of everything, that is genuine proof that is not the same genetic cloth. Because, goddamn. Alright. Can't leave the gentle dead men in peace. I don't want to be doing this to them, but it's also really funny. Oh, that is not dual casted apple. They just stop their auto attack and start posing. Mio, thank you so much for raiding. How's the gunpla building stream? Were you able to finish the eyes on? And did you use the googly eyes like I suggested? Because that would definitely add some pizzazz to the final product. But no, welcome in, Raiders, and thank you for Mihoka arriving into here. I am Eldritch Horror of Bread, Eldritch Horror from Beyond Reality, who found an old band blockbuster full of classic games and decided, yeah, this is everyone else's problem now. Normally I play a lot of retro, but mostly to get through this story and join friends who play much further in late game, I am playing some Final Fantasy to get through it. Also, because this is the first stream that isn't a collab and I've been left unsupervised, I have immediately eschewed the main quest and found the first Manderville quest line by accident. I am pleased by this so far. But I hope they had a good stream, and if you need to go raid and run, get some food, get something to drink, and do whatever you need to post stream, like, totally understand. Streaming's a whole lot of hard work, especially with the smoke alarm that you had going. But hope you had a good stream, and thank you again so much for raiding me, Ho. Like, really appreciate it. And also good to see you back streaming. Because they're too mixed in with other gameplay videos, like the 10-hour stream. That should be available 3-4 weeks. And okay. Wait. What did Mecha say? You're saving the bot. Ah. Yeah, oh, shit. I need to save my VOD. I need to export VODs again. It's been a hot minute since I've done that last. Yeah, because I was chilling in Autumn stream and misheard her say Red Mage is Bread Mage. And I'm like, okay, let's try it. And the dual cast feature of being able to very quickly get spells out, along with having like a pretty good melee, I've really been enjoying this class. But yeah, no, definitely getting the VODs watched before they come, before they're gone for good. Like that's, I need to do a lot more to like curate and improve my YouTube. Like I need to sit down for a hot second and actually put everything into playlists. But I just like the idea of keeping all my stuff around. Curious. Aha. Red Poke. Oh, right. 'Cause, yeah, I saw Tara was playing that. The Pokemon Sudoku one. Hey, if you had fun on a bun and still failed, you still had fun. Like, that is all that matters. Because, oh, that's another good reason to have Turbo. Like, just the VODs I'll wait longer. Other thing is that what's worked for me is I forget about them for like 2 weeks. Things, oh shit, it's been like a month since I've done VOD left, and then there's only like 4 of them. Find the zombies? It's wonderful. I've been busy too. Head zombie will rue the day he meets me. You'll see. So tell me, what did you learn? Upon this map of the Sagoli Desert is a flamboyant flowing hand, are the words a gentleman is rather than does. Main issues can't connect YouTube 2 accounts at once. Like, oh, yeah, that is a pain. That because I have my YouTube just linked, but I've also been figuring I can upload like clips and whatever to that over anything else. I did see the grid. I just clicked the spoiler instead of trying it first, but I didn't look too hard at it. Nope. Springs. Oh, it's right next to the shorts. Are usually better for main channels. Yeah, that makes sense. I think the problem is that I really kind of have it as a VOD channel that sometimes I do the odd short or something on. It's primarily because I don't want to lose all the VODs. Send for them. What's this? Camp. Yeah. It'd be nice if you could like swap what YouTube you were exporting to. Like, I don't see why you couldn't swap the credentials out and why they can't have something that'll do that a bit easier. I don't think I misread the map. Maybe they're just shy though. So we call them out and let them know we come in peace. And when the leader shows himself, we strike. Okay. I love how often they bring up the Wild Rose, the Final Fantasy II reference. Yeah, upload to the Twitch clip, TikTok, and the most viewed one yet. What? Yeah, Wild the Twitch did something good. Who summons a gentle deadman? They live, and we hunger. Okay, why are the Gentle Deadmen not a Beast Tribe faction? Like, answer me that. My brothers, lend me your ears. Gentleman does not dine upon his guests. I was not expecting this pose. Spare this fine gentleman, fair lady, your mastications. Withdraw, I say, and harass them no more. So, Sky, look, it's a bird. No, it's an airship. No, it's the inspector. We hear and we obey. Okay, I don't see how anyone can hate these quests. It really is you. You're nothing good to kill the great Inspector Hildebrand. Hildebrand? Who's this Hildebrand you speak? My name is Zombabrand, Devourer of Brains, Undead Overlord Extraordinaire. What are you saying? You're not an undead overlord. You're a gentleman inspector. Inspector, overlord, inspector, overlord. Oh, nice. Yeah, they are great clips. Inspector, it's just confused us all. Don't worry, I'll not. Oh, this just gets better. There he is. Stay your hand, milady. You know not what you do. If our esteemed gentlemen, you report to me, this concussive force of the blast is more likely to liquefy my crashing into ground made you forget that an explosion of equal force ought to make you remember. Save you, Inspector, or kill you trying. See, even you acknowledge the possibility that the plan will result in my... death. Normally I would applaud your ingenuity, Nashu, but I would have preferred that you found a more elegant solution. Oh yeah, definitely. You know, I also follow her on TikTok, Botanic. Like, I'm going to see them either way, so spam away. He remembers me. Inspector Hildebrand remembers me. Get yourself a lady who can do that. Good. Yes, I remember you, my faithful assistant. What I do not quite remember is how I came to be here. Oh. See, this is just relationship goals. Indestructible twonk and highly explosive and insane GF. Like, this is just what good relationships are made out of. Gonna be on my new checklist for dating apps. You'd assume it would just be like something assumed and acknowledged, but guess you have to specify. Total resistance to yeah, also absolute must in a romantic partner. Like, if you can't stand the heat, get out. If I date, oh boy. Yeah, get yourself a lady who can and will blow you up to help you recover your memories. Such a wonderful dream. Slew a dragon and... What is this place, for that matter? Who am I? Also, the implication that those two bombs had the same kinetic force as falling from the moon or outer atmosphere. That is impressive. Met someone called Leon who looked exactly like Leon from RE4. Met him and he almost had the same voice too. He's except obsessed with competitive chess. Oh, this is actually really sweet. It just... this is remind me even more of Reg Shu, who, among other things, had an undead but not unalive but not dead club to do essentially just that. Find other people who were zombies or undead and improve and do some like group therapy. I, Hildebrand, agent of Enquirer, Inspector Extraordinaire, have awoken at last. I always knew you'd come back to us. Okay, second question. This man fell from orbit and survived with a minor concussion. Why am I needed as the Warrior of Light? Oh, right, because he has a worse attention span than me. Might this fine gentleman be, perhaps be one of my many admirers. Oh, but faint tingling sensation in my arm. This ringing in my ears, a dizziness. Could it be a case? Wait. Ringing ears, dizziness, tingling. Does Hildebrand have the echo too? Because those seem to be the symptoms of an echo flashback. Mild concussion will not sway Inspector Hildebrand from his true... Oh no, he just had a concussion. You know, I can see after like the first couple Resident Evil games that Leon would get into like competitive chess. Like there's some stress, there's some quick thinking, there's also a lot of puzzle solving and mental acumen to keep him ready for whatever shit Umbrella has for him in the next game. But also, most importantly, no monsters. Verily, it could be naught else somewhere. Some nearby dastardly doings are afoot, and only I can thwart them. Copious quantity of sands, unbearable heat. Aha, the Sagoli Desert. I'd bet my life on it. The reason there wasn't a second date because he kept oh my god, he wasn't using that app to find a date. He was using it to find chess matches. I wonder how well that worked. Inzulda is a short trek away. Yes, it all fits. Only that den of inquiry could so violently trigger my keen investigator sense. If you're not law-abiding citizens, Inspector Hildebrand will soon deliver you from evil. Kind of thinking of Leon, I think, I need to finish RE4, but that means I have to get reacclimated to VR. Ready to go, Stag? Do you see? Oh dear, I've got to find him. And changing my outfit too. Man, I need Inspector Glams. Okay, yeah. In all fairness, almost anything Ashley does in RE4 kind of sucks a lot of coolness out of things. Like, there's a reason that she's been marked as like, yeah, this is the point where this, like, the extended escort. Juzen, how are you doing? I hope that you're doing well and having a good night, because I tripped upon Hildebrand quests and this is my new favorite thing about the game. They're just great. I'm doing really good. Like, what's it? Back and forth. That seems like an interesting... Oh, this is the next story quest. I'm like, that's an interesting... That's an interesting quest marker. I wonder what's that for. What I should be doing. God, yes, I've already seen like his couple of poses, and like I don't care what I have to. I would run an ultimate for. Like, I was not considering doing ultimate rating before, but if they put this Hildebrand dances or the sound effects behind it, I would run an ultimate. Remember doing this quest line, wondering when it'll end, then I realized it's like continuous. Oh, that is even better. Have to pay me to mentor you for ultimate before you. Yeah, that's fair. Something about a goddamn duelist. Mate's pa's cousin's kid's best friend lost his play the other day. That's true. That's fair. And you are not the first person to tell me, yeah, I'm not going to mentor you. I encourage you to find some other beginner-friendly static. You're just going to have a better time with that. I think I'm still in between ARR and Heavensward. It's been a while since I've been able to play, and trying to... Only rumors I've heard is weapon thieves call themselves a duelist out here. Then you don't allow your opponents to refuse. Well... But yeah, so right before Heavensward, like the last quest that I did before I stumbled onto this was the formation of the Crystal Braves. Like, yeah, I'm basically there, 40 quests away. Easy. We'll get there eventually. So I take it you've dealt with a zombie problem, eh? So, do tell. Just, why were they dressing up like dandies? Wyman! Hey, Wyman! Mighty bugger, here's a bleeding spirit, dead in prison, and they're walking the streets of Oldad. No need for melodrama, my good man. As you can see, reports of my death were greatly exaggerated. I don't know what that's from, but I recognize the quote. Look forward to you playing through. Yeah, I've always enjoyed the Final Fantasy stories. Like, there's a reason I have the first 10. So I have Final Fantasy, 1 through 9 legally. And then I own 10 on the PS2. I joke that if 10 was better, I'd also have 10 too, but that story has stuck in my head. It had enough elements that I like it. Then I have 15 I beat pretty good. 16 I still need to. And 14 we are doing the best. Why was I licking math? I mean, glad it works for you. Lick that math for sure. Heard about that, did you? Might be harder than you think. Even I've got no inkling of the fellow's current whereabouts. Inconceivable. I refuse to believe that ever inquisitive, ever ambitious, ever reliable Wyman is without a single shred of information, even one of dubious relevance. Well, I make no promises, mind you, but there was some talk of a fair maiden who said her most. This knave assaulted a young woman as well? The audacity should fly to her side at... Yes, wife is the finest gentleman from Sagoli. Serendipitous encounter indeed, unless you seek to the belligerent duelist. Capital! What invigorating to engage in a friendly battle of wits. Already the spirit of competition fills me. Come, Nashu, we must away. I don't know, I kind of hope that Nashu goes back to her gentleman's attire. Because I like it. Damn it, Hildy, I ain't told you the last's name yet. Wait. I think I grabbed the wrong one. Round heart. Yes. As far as I'm concerned, this is a new MSQ. When taste. All right, Weaver's Guild. I actually remember this. I actually remember where this NPC is because when I first started, I've had. Is there a yes? I had before I figured out that you're supposed to just completely ignore like all the side quests that aren't blue. I just do as you normally would, which is grab literally every quest, because in a regular RPG, if you don't, you're not going to level up at all. Which means, given that I've started in Ul'dah a couple of times, I think I've done this, like, the side quest that this NPC is involved in, like, 4 times. Hang on, I'll be back in a sec. I need more water. Sorry, Minx. I was AFK for a minute getting more water. But I'm doing really good. I hope that you're doing well, too. Also, hang on. The bot did not work, but I thought I... Oh, it is case sensitive. That is too bad. Okay, no idea if that's going to work, but yeah. But I'm doing really good. Oh, nope, can't do it live. That is interesting. No. Okay, now you should be added to the auto shout-out list. Well, I heard you come to... Yeah, there's a lot of moving around involved. There's a reason that for my other model, you can I think I have the... Yeah, you can really see how much it goes around. But no, this game has been getting better and better. Like, we just found the rigging, good rigging. And I know my old model did it, but I locked it somehow. Because, yeah, a lot of moving. Yeah, but we just found the first Hildebrand quest, and I absolutely love it. It's so funny. It's so much fun. Because it reminds me of some of the, like, weirder or the more humorous sections of the older games. Like, the first time in Final Fantasy VI that you cast magic, because in the backstory there is literally 3 people in the world who can use magic before, like, halfway through the plot. And the first time you use magic in front of party members who, for all they know, it's just a myth. There is a long extended cutscene that ends with the person who casts a spell yelling at the other 2 to stop swooning and get back to the fight. That's also the game that you can suplex a steam locomotive. And that glitch has been so popular that the fans rioted when it was it wasn't unconfirmed, it just was not explicitly stated that it was still in the pixel remaster. So it's good to have a whole lot of at least something that is utterly ridiculous. Like, I don't know, it's good to have a bit of silly in these sorts of games, like one side quest that's above everything else. But I've really been enjoying this, and I hope that you're having a good night too, Minx. Always nice seeing you around. Miss Moon, would you be so kind to describe your visit in detail on the day in question? Well, nothing unusual happened, but if you insist, I was pondering whether or not to purchase a new dress when a man approached me and confessed his undying love. What sort of man says that to a complete stranger, I ask you? Naturally, I was taken aback, dropped my purse, in shock, not intentionally, on his foot, and he cried out in pain and fled. If I may be so bold, Miss Moon, that strikes me as the most unusual happening. In any case, appears to be completely unrelated to this. She's falling asleep. Next, let's next proceed to the Coliseum and see what you remember. Okay, there's also something that I remember. Oh, I accidentally took a level 1 quest. Well, I want to keep this around. But it reminds me of something with Genshin Impact that although everyone hates Paimon, especially their English dub voice, partially because their Paimon is like the most present voiced character in the game. Like literally the first voice dialogue is with Paimon. They consistently get the oh yeah, you need to steal the hot man. Get on that. Get grinding. But Paimon usually has the best, like once you can look past how grating the voice is, the performance is actually pretty good, even if you swap to especially if you swap to a different voice pack. And the lines are usually of better writing quality, and the jokes actually hit a bit more. Like sure, some of them are dumb, but it's a case of the dumbest character getting some of the best technical work done. Because I noticed that the cutscenes for this, I remember hearing that this entire thing is that Hildebrand quests are used to push what they can do with in-engine cutscenes by putting them at like Hildebrand's weird poses, camera angles, facial expressions. Probably play the Genshin story if you can mute Paimon. There's an option in the voice menu that you can play with the slider, and if you mute and unmute her rapidly, then you get an achievement and some Primo gems for it, and she gets mad at you for messing with her. Sure, a lot of crates in Ul'dah. Weaver's Guild, Sunsilk Tapestries, here too. It's actually pretty funny. Gears are everywhere, Static. I wonder what's inside, but I don't see how we can open. Oh, of course, I still have plenty of explosives. Here, why don't you try? It'll be fun. Nashu's delight. Many cope with grief by taking up new pursuits such as travel or exercise. Nashu chose to study explosive. New favorite character. Perspiring man. Yeah, she'll do like testing. Can you hear Paimon? And then if you do it like enough times, it'll go. She'll say like, "Are you just messing with me?" and get mad. Heart of every crime rests a single unsaleable truth, reached only by navigating a web of falsehoods and contradictions. Hearken to me now as a shepherd leads his flock. Shall guide you to my irrefutable conclusion. Gladiator professes his feeling only to be rejected and physically assaulted in response, wounding his pride as a warrior and a man. Scenting her prowess while recognizing his weakness, carries out a more feasible vengeance. He robs Yellow Moon of her weapon, the pure heart. Spectre found the pure heart. His strange men seeking around town and wooden crates had it. It's not what you think. We're not thieves. We're devotees. Yellow Moon and Sun and Stars. We only wish to keep her safe from harm. And should she misplace an item from time to time, we'd collect it for safekeeping. Nothing untoward. Deviants were behind all the thefts. This time you've been stalking me. What nerve! Such unbridled fury, such righteous indignation. Should be glad to accept. Oh my god. This game has VTuber simps. Devotees up, but of course, I had you inspect those crates with a stroke of genius indeed. Gating by moments ago, those fiends were obviously the ones responsible for recent rash of weapon thefts as thefts were carried out by a single individual, you imbecile. Unless you've forgotten, the culprit is a duelist. He only claims his victims' weapons after defeating them in single combat. If your powers of observations are as great as you claim, you have to do so. Those buffoons and boxes are incapable of such. I should know. I'm a reporter for the Mithril Eye. My name is Ellie, and I've been investigating these incidents for weeks. Inspector Hillebrand, gentleman investigator in Nature Inquiry, I presume. Looking well for a dead man. We should hang out and have a... Yes, that... We definitely should. I've been meaning to find time for that and either forgot, got busy, or was sad. But definitely. You would be willing to share such precious information with me. Generosity is commendable, Miss Ellie. May this mark the beginning of a long and beautiful friendship. Yes, very good. The name of the man is... What the bloody hell do you think you're going? I haven't told you anything yet. Oh, I love these idiots. They're so dumb. And the fact that we're getting 2 bottles of water as a reward for this quest, like, you've been running around, please hydrate. Suppose since you're the imbecile's friend, you intend to help him. Man, you want to find his adventurer named Humphrey. At present, he can be found in the Golden Bazaar. The luck of the good inspector may find his way there by the time you arrive. If not, then so be it. I wonder what will happen when he discovers that the victim is a perpetrator as well. Again, wait, Golden Bazaar. Where are that? Oh. That is way the fuck over there. So I can kind of see why some people... Oh. When placed upon the body of one who is incapacitated, instantly revive the person. While some cultures insist that tail feathers' restorative properties trump those of down, this claims that... Oh, okay, that's kind of funny. So Phoenix Down is like the big revival item in the series. Like, that's what it does, revives a single person. But some games included Phoenix Plume, which would revive the entire party. So it got just a slight reference in the fact that this is not the... that there's sometimes a better one, but no, not here. You're not getting full party restores. Hi, I'm Humphrey. And you are? Last we've caught up with you. You there, young sir. I'm told you are a victim of the marauding duelist. Me? A victim? Amusing you. Amuse me. True, I was challenged by a duelist long ago, where he thought to find a whelp, but a warrior of blade instead. I defend my honor and blade. See for yourself. You mean you won? It's amazing. Well, nothing compared to what I face at Cartonu. Magic to the right of us, magic to the left of us, stuck in the middle with Master Lu. We were, of course, a dab hand with old magic. Was tried to save him. Of course, there's a limit to how many giant beasties a man can. Man is no warrior of light. Tell him, Leezer, tell him how he lost and surrendered his sword that was not his own. Liar, scoundrel, trusted the bastard with my father's blade, bid him take it submit for restoration. Even gave him guild to pay for it. Comes crawling back, sniveling, banging he was for losing in a duel. That's enough to set things right. Me bleeding horse, and look at me. Flowing golden locks are no more. I've gone bald from the stress and heartbreak. Swear to everything holy that you'll face a reckoning if you don't bring her back to me. Even the old men are extra. All right. He beat the shit out of me and took the old man's sword. I used the guild to pay the surgeon. No idea where here the sword is. There is one brain cell in this entire interaction, and it belongs to the reporter. What's it supposed to do, huh? Can't get what I don't have, unless you help me find the sword. So you do, right? Help people? You know, shame. First you claim a legacy that's not your own, then you beg others to help you with problems your own making. You will refuse this man, won't you, Inspector? Well, the laser's flowing golden locks. How will forsaking young Humphrey help the man he's wronged? She'll begin our search for the sword by questioning the people of the Golden Bazaar. I just want to play his rare nation relic. I can't possibly think he'll recover it easily. I was hoping for more exasperation. Bed teak swords? I haven't thought like this idea. Right. Counterfeit blade? Maybe. Oh. Ah. Now I can see like how it, because I know a lot of people take like the story of the game very seriously and are here for a serious, grounded, like weighty main plot. And I know that part of it is also that later they made these quests required for moving on. Like, you have to get to the next expansion, you have to complete Hildebrand stuff at some point, which means you have to do it all. I have no knowledge of an ancient sword, at least not one I can guarantee to be authentic. See, any wares I determine to be of dubious origin, I immediately discard in the spring east of Camp Drybones. While I have no sword for sale at present, I may have disposed of facsimile and similar to design the one you describe. Presents a quandary, though I'm loath to deceive an honorable man like a laser. A well-intentioned ruse may put his heart at ease, thus spurring the rejuvenation of his flowing golden locks, whilst we continue the search for the genuine article. I thought it was, from what I heard, I thought you had to finish Hildebrand quest to, like, finish the required quests between expansions. Which I could be wrong. I could very easily be wrong. You've endeavored to be more optimistic, Miss Elliot. Like me, say we search the spring first before declaring all's lost. I know it was like something that most everyone had to complete at some point. So, yeah, it could be what, relics. I suppose the other thing is that the my immersion crowd, where if things don't gel with the tone too well, even if it's meant to be comedic relief or just a reprieve and some fun thing. Now I recall, because I went through them without needing to. Oh, but you do need the quest lines for the. Then it's probably is the relics, like. Actually, not probably. It is the relics, then that answers that question. It occurs to me I am not yet fully recovered from my accumulated injuries. It would not be prudent to immerse my body in water. Not without first coating a liberal application of salamander oil, that is. Indeed, on so many occasions, my dearest mother tended my childhood scrapes, just so. You understand the importance of physical rehabilitation, yes? It can assist me in pouring the oil all over my body. And maybe it has something to do with having to oil Hildebrand. Yeah, for the relics, which are less shiny ultimate weapons that drive people insane trying to get them in one full sitting. It's comforting scent, so a child in her arms, quickly now before it tries, need the oil into my... the pain multiplies manifold. Gently now, gently. Maybe the other objection people have to this quest is having to do this. Because yes, at last mustn't slacken and soften, warmth spread, and the pain becomes pleasure. It's more with feeling. Don't see how any... Yeah, like this is a perfectly cromulent series of events. Like this is just, it has to happen. Wait. Oh, just someone fishing for the Loch Ness Monster. Hope they find it. Holy pot. So I found this quest chain fighting in the first two expansions, but I really tired of the same humor over and over, so I ended up skipping the last. Yeah. I could see it getting old. That would be a reason that people dislike it. That after a while, that too much of something could get a bit grating. Let's see. Worthless puddle. This is not the sword you're looking for. Come on now, what you're expecting? A rock that keeps corals. Any rock keeps corals away if you throw it hard enough. Come on. At least you didn't pick up a rock at random like some people. Yeah, I guess it really comes down to individuals' opinions on things. Signs of the sword, I see. No, Mal, what was that anyway? Something caused you to... Not in the sword. I suppose if you had to blitz it all for the relic, then that would definitely put a damper on the opinion. And my instinct guided us to our quarry. That I had you search the section of string was a stroke of... Inspector, it's bad for your health to conduct an investigation of those clothes. I'll go to Old Dawn and fetch you some new ones. Thoughtfully of you, Nashu, while you're there, purchase a few bottles of hair tonic for laser as well. Newest, most potent blend you can find. Just goes along with it. Not wonderful, my friend. Soon volley Servo will be no more. Yeah, I honestly don't think it's worth teleporting. Oh, good. I got the Fall Guys mount again. I wonder if this counts as like... Because I know the Phoenix mounts is full transformation. Like, you're not riding it, you're just becoming it. I wonder if this is 2, or if there's just, like, a little pilot section inside. How are these things manned? Or beamed? Just tabbed out, heard Fall Guys OC had an angry eyebrow twitch. Are you also in the... group of people who are very angry at having to run Fall Guys content over and over and over again? Promise to return you your father's ancient blade. Hey, it is her. You have every chip and scratch just to remember. God's bless you, sir. Remind me with friends, but oh yeah, the music. It's for so long the same song over and over again. Anyone trying to get the 100 wins trophy will just go insane. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. Recognize the good in every soul. Oh, such a gentle... He's making an impact. Do you want to kick the beans off the cliff? You know, the beans deserve that. They might even like it. Spectre, brought you changing clothing. Also brought a supply of tonic from this peddler I met in Pearl Lane. So word Nashu, just bring me. He's really scored today. I hate how that is the most expressive the Warrior of Light has ever been in any cutscene so far. Spectre Hildebrand? There appears to be something lodged in my forehead. Could it be a missive from an adoring admirer? I fucking love these quests. Author neglected to pen her name. I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Is this supposed to be flattering? True, that's how you would? That's literally how you show your affection right now anyway, by throwing knives at me. No, it's supposed to be intimidating. The duelist wrote this. He's daring you to stop him. Challenge for me? Oh, alas, the curtain rises. True, that's your best feature. Multiple knives. Also, that face had this. Hang on, let me find and pull it up. TOT. That face Hildy just had is. No, I don't want it. Is the exact same as Tears of the Kingdom Ganon. Like, it's pretty much the same vibe. So I guess there's precedence for that. Let's dress for the occasion. Shit. I, Hildebrand, agent of his choir inspector extraordinaire, accept your challenge. Thank you for the knife. It's incredible, it's bold, majestic, just like the Warrior of Light. Oh my god, the opening narration for the Warrior of Light is... They keep on referencing that no one can recall their face because it's as if they were standing like in front of a blinding light. The gentleman of light. He is exceptionally he is exceptionally something. Oh, Inspector Hildebrand, you look amazing! I am going to have to... Oh my god! Hildebrand. They're doing the comic book trope of just, instead of showing who's responsible, they have the default like T-pose model blackened out. I fucking love this. If anyone remembers the Legend of Tian Deng stream I did a while ago, that this quest line reminds me a lot of that, where it's just a lot of graphic novel, like pulp fiction nonsense. This is far from the strongest of swords. Wait a second. Blue skies and rolling desert. Much longer must I seek the blade of legend. Gary? There's no fucking way this is the quest line where Gilgamesh gets introduced. Because that is definitely Gilgamesh. Like, between the model coloration and the weapon he's wielding, plus the assumption for finding a legendary blade, dueling people and stealing their souls. Yeah, that's Gilgamesh. I fucking... My worthy opponent, not claim the blade. My, let's call it what it is, genius, shall bring you to justice. Wait, you wish to duel with weapons, not wits? Fucking hell. That is definitely Gilgamesh. Right? Like, Gilgamesh's leitmotif is battle on the big bridge. Hey, I know that spear. Found one buried. It's the one I found buried with the pumpkins. Pumpkin sword remind me of... Nope, it's gone. Never mind. No, it shall go to bed. 3... Yes, definitely go to bed. This... Thank you for the knife. Nice seeing you around, and have a nice night. Okay. I love this even more because I fucking love Gilgamesh as a character. That was another big reason I was kind of upset that the Final Fantasy V playthrough had so many issues, because he is just a recurring goof for that. Like, his most notable line is, "But enough expositionary banter, for now it is Gilgameshing time. No wait. Not expositionary banter, now we fight like men, and women who dress like men." It's, he's perfect for this story. He's the only one in the multiverse of Final Fantasy who was dumber than Hildebrand. Treaty Blade is part of his Guardian Nobles collection, or was, I should say. No, it's not yet been stolen. It's just been purchased by an old collector, the wife of a wealthy merchant living in Vesper Bay. Suffice to say, it would be remiss in my duties as a reporter were I not to investigate her. And should the duelist strike while I'm present, well, I hope I needn't explain what a golden opportunity that would be. Ingratiating myself to her may prove to be the greatest challenge, though. I'm told she is a difficult woman to please. Fortunately, I am also told that she has fondness for rare flowers. Tulsi and Camp Dry Bone sells. You can come along if you like. Yeah, no, with the... Because I was wondering with the addition that... wait, where are we going? Camp Drybone. That it was a duelist collecting swords, but... Between... Because there is one thing I'm really impressed with this game. They have several like characters and designs and enemies that originated as not only old sprites, but some NES era sprites, which, as you can see from what I'm using as a chat blocker, could leave a little bit to be desired. And they're able to very faithfully restore them up to like a modern interpretation. Like Gilgamesh's outfit in this compared to his old SNES sprite, it's honestly spot on. Like, he moves and postures just like the what would be implied for 5. It was you? Have you gone mad? Gyro on his back. I don't even know how to shoot a bow. Malja don't shoot fleeing unarmed merchants, capture and temper them. Not that you nor your victim makes for convincing merchants. You're going to misrepresent yourself, put some effort into it. Wear gloves for God's sake. At least don't wave your hands in front of my face. Calluses on your fingers betray you as a veteran archer. Doubtless you used your skills to great effect 5 years ago, as did your partner. So again, I ask, was it because he took from your share or your sister? Don't touch a man's kitten. He knew that, and yet he... Damn, I thought he did it for the money. You two, it's all yours. Yes, of course. Thanks for the help, Inspector. Oh shit, Inspector with a brain. At least he's competent. When did investigating crimes become such a popular profession? It's not his job, you know. He just likes doing it. Belongs to one of Ishgard's hide houses. Some say he's a baron. I like that buffoon Hildebrand, don't you think? I try not to think about Hildebrand. We should get going. Lady Delurda will not take kindly to wilted flowers. God, I wish I had... Wait. Am I? Oh. Oh, shit, I have to pray return to the Walking Sands. Even my closed captioning understood that that phrase needed to be capitalized for full effect. There's something about that they just know. Was it? I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. Add it to the list. Can't be important because there's no way I was explaining something important here. Oh, right, sprites and modernizing them. Now, that attention to detail, at the very least, I can appreciate. Because there's a lot of, like, again, until the last 20 came before, if you come looking for work, you're too late. When we need additional security, I'm not deigned to hire a common adventurer. Excuse me, I am at very least uncommon. Not rare, I will give you that, but I'm at least one rarity rank above base on a 5-rank scale. You really think it could be so easily manipulated? Present the right gifts, speak the magic words, and you earn my respect. It's more, Flower's beauty is fleeting. I value beauty which transcends boundary of times. Oh no. Is she going to get impressed by Hildebrand? This lady allured, we meant no disrespect. We were afraid that you would not heed our warnings otherwise. Tori's violent thief is planning to steal the treaty blade. You fools, she'll come claim the collector's blade. Yes, I read the mithril eye. I know full well of whom you speak, and it's none of your concern. A legion of guards at my disposal. Should he try, I'll have him seized, or worse. If by some miracle he should succeed, he'll not escape my wrath, for I retain the services of a certain gentleman. Ah, but see yourself, like every piece of my collection, he has been chosen with the utmost care. Now look on my peerless inspector, interlopers, and despair. Okay, which one is it gonna be? Ships that pass in the night, signals shown in the darkness. Lady cries for a guardian, a gentleman must needs oblige. Swear to you, here now, I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector of extraordinaire, neither slumber nor sleep until the fiend who covets the treaty blade is brought to justice. Can we get these people to lead the Crystal Braves? Like, it won't be better. I'll admit, it's going to be so much worse if these two were in charge. But it would be funny. Sir, what brings you here? Pursuit of the duelist as well? Chance in pursuit of me? A little bit of both, if I'm going to be honest. If I'd spend a single gil on an insufferable, incompetent... To be fair, you're not spending a single gil on me. Ah, damn it. Chance to investigate such an intriguing case is payment enough. Preemptive declarations of criminal intent are hardly in vogue. Wow. No showmanship at all. Sorry, I'm late. Busy solving a murder. Biardian. He's Italian. Biardian, consulting inspector, at your service, my lady. She's not, the reporter's not even impressed with him. No. Conniving inspector. Consulting inspector. Rotting flesh and saltpeter. Hildebrand met Deville and Nashim Macharaka, I presume. Two rank amateurs playing at a profession which they know not. Call me when you finish with these wastrels. You see, I do not want or need your help. Biardin is more than capable of overseeing the transfer. Now get out, all of you. Where have you been, Maria? And where's my vase? There's a strange flying thing, and the vase, I dropped it in the water. The vase once belonged to the royal house of Thorn. Do you have any idea how much it was worth? We'll go back outside right now and search for my vase, and you are not to return until you find it. Do I make myself clear? Oh. Lady, pray allow me to go, and the girl said, it's not safe, for she herself spoke of a ferocious... Good man, Hildy. You might be a shit investigator, weird as all get out, but your heart's in the right place. My unmatched investigative skill, I shall swiftly locate and recover the missing vase, thereby earning your respect. At which point, you will gladly grant me permission to investigate the thieving duelist. Verily, it is plain fiendishly clever in its intricacies. Not when spoken aloud. Just so done she forgot to tell him no. Miss Maria, would you be so kind to tell me exactly what happened? What is that face? Picked up the vase and old doll, like Mother said, and I was on my way home. Crossing the bridge, then the flying thing came. Got scared, so I ran. Stopped, it was gone, but so was the vase. I think I dropped it enough gazelles. I'm gonna go and look, but there's scary looking things down there. Scared to go alone. Fair, fair. We're no longer alone, Miss Maria. She'll go look for the vase. All 5 of us. 4 of you. I'm going after Inspector Briarden. The duel strikes, I mean to be there. Miss Elise, how can you ignore the plight of a young girl for the sake of a story? 'Cause that's my job, you imbecile. Well, we shall not be derelict in our duty of justice. Come, Nasho, we must away. You don't even know what the bloody vase looks like. It's what, the 5th time they just ran off? Dear, listen, if it gets dangerous or you feel afraid, you run to this adventure for help. Understand? I like to think that at least my Warrior of Light's opinion on all this is I haven't had to fight a primal in a week or deal with any political intrigue or run any errands. I am having the time of my life right now. Like, this is just all a giant vacation. Because honestly, at the very least, from his posture, from your character's posturing of kind of meh to actively encouraging and enabling, I can get behind that. Don't run by early. Sierra had something in her hands. Drop across on the bridge. In the forever box now. Ooh. Fucking love this one. Like, the edition of Final Fantasy VI is Terra's theme from that game, easily favorite. Base downstream, nothing but a winged beast with the extra ED. Santo. Flamboyant. Gary. Pox upon that thieving demon bird, shall rule the day he cross paths with me. Huh? A vase? No, not of what you got. Curse this infernal refuse underfoot. Every point is a dagger. And water by the man's feet. Oh my god, it's... Oh, we got him. Ah! That had to be intentional on the dev's part. Flamboyant oaf. That is probably the most accurate description Gilgamesh ever given. Spy the treasure vase of later over. Oh dear. Does this belong to you, child? Forgive me, I was so engrossed with my search I did not notice. Search for what, pray tell? Demon bird that absconded with my weapon. Set it down but for a moment, only to see it next in the talons of that cursed creature. Gave chase, following to these waters. In my haste, I must have stepped upon your vase. Fret, Marie, I know it looks bad, but I'm sure Inspector Hildebrand will think of something. Oh, but I already have my faithful assistant. Hearken to me now, for as the rising sun does dispel dark, so shall my solution resolve our dilemma. First, we must gather as many fragments of the vase as we can find. Precious posture. Accidentally hit my bean. Wait. Why is there a green chicken? Oh, he feels... At least he feels bad about things. I mean, I'm not complaining about the green chicken. I just want to know the context. They're fine? Yes. All the Sultan's chocobos and all the Sultan's men couldn't put his base back together again. Done, my friend. Should be more than sufficient for our needs. He has performed miracles with far less, after all. Sharon. Mandeville dance. Perfect. But one person is capable of reconstructing this face. Man whose skill with the hammer has brought rival goldsmiths low. So breathtaking are his work, so fearsome his competitive spirit. Man is no mere goldsmith. You speak of him as one would a great warrior. Once a notorious gang of thieves perpetuated a series of robberies in Ul'dah, targeting establishments that sold luxury goods. One such shop was owned by the humble lapidary of whom I speak. This was the last shop the thieves struck. For the following moment, they were found beaten, bound, and gagged in the gold court. Brassblades never learned who was responsible. The only information they had was the testimony of the thief, who kept muttering the words, "The hammer, the hammer." He sounds dangerous. Aye, he does. And I do so enjoy the company of dangerous men. But where are my manners? I've properly to introduce myself. I am Gilgamesh, and this is my companion, Kite. I love him even more. Well, not really. It's been many moons since I last saw her. So to ease the burden of my loneliness, I tamed a rooster and painted it. I want you to know that is the second time my head has came crashing down right on my desk. Tamed a rooster and painted it green. And in case you mean to search for this goldsmith's yet, if so, it'd be my pleasure to help. Pleasure is all mine, Gilligan. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, bid you welcome. If it's that hard for you to remember, I give you leave to call me Gil. Excellent suggestion, Greg. Playful monikers are an effective means of building camaraderie. Call me Hildy. Now then, from what I know, the goldsmith's propensity to procure his materials himself, I should say, is most likely to be found in the vicinity of Blue northern Thanalan. We'll begin our search there. I might have to end stream soon because my face is hurting from smiling. Jeez. I don't. Never back down, never what? Right. I hear you, Botanic. We'll never give up. We'll go through this until the end of regularly planned streams. I have no idea when I'm going to use the phrase or how I'm going to next reference paint, but to ease the burden of loneliness, I tamed this rooster and painted him green. Dublin became a zombie. Will that make a Zomblin or a Dombie? That is the same energy as the Half-Life's zombie combine troops, or the Zombine. It takes skill to come up with a pun so bad that a silent protagonist can extenuate how much distasteful they find it. Doblin's wound indicates his fell with a hammer. Trying to little bloody footprints lead north. I think it's been dead long. Maybe whoever did is still around. Basilisk carcass? Alright then. Follow the trail of destruction. So this is not to be trifles with. Again, with these people in the world, why did they need me? This one's awesome with the hammer. Single blow to the head. Impressive. Or maybe it's just... I did mention the Zombine. Somebody did pull off a similarly awful pun. God, that's also been... I've been on such a kick of I really want to do or play these games. Like, want to play Wolfenstein, Doom, want to play Singularity, get all my PS3 stuff going, want to play Half-Life 1, 2, Black Mesa. So much stuff. Not enough time. Dublin, Basilisk, this Armament, all were slain with a hammer. As was that beast over yonder, unless I'm mistaken. That Chimera might be his latest prize. It means he must still be about. The Zombines are so dumb. Like, they make sense for... Because it's a head crab that latched onto a Combine soldier. But also, yeah, suicide zombies are a shit dick move. Last comes to this, though every fiber of my being cries out in rebellion, "Let's break my oath and do the unspeakable." What must you do that's so terrible? I must dance. I cannot avert mine eyes. As the dance of House Manderville passed down from... This dance has been in the family line for generations. Black Mesa series. Ooh. Black Mesa with cheats would be good, because that was a great remake. Or deformant within sight of our quarry, who would not be able to resist revealing himself. As I neglected to properly stretch my legs beforehand. Good man, see no other solution. You must dance in my stead. It must be a gross, nay, unconscionable violation of my family's tradition. I must bequeath to you the Manderville. Yeah, man, this game. Oh yeah, no, this is just the high level insanity that I absolutely love. And at least half of it is how much the game is like very serious. Like it tells a very serious emotional story. But having this as a contrast is just amazing. Manner of man can only be summoned through time has come for you to do well. Oh my god. Say the reason for Black Mesa with cheats or just Black Mesa in general? Because Black Mesa in general is great. It was just a fan-made mod that Valve saw, encouraged, and loved enough that, oh, there's a chapter in Zen that caused my game to crash every time. Something in the map broke an end your trigger. So you had to, right, so you had to cheat to get around it. It reminds me, because when I first played Half-Life, I got the source port that was so bad that I had to refund it. Like, I had 3 game-breaking bugs within 3 minutes of play. I get passes, no clip out boundaries, float around the whole area. Amazing. So I think the rate... So I think at the end of AAR or ARR, when you raid the castrum and fight the Ultima weapon and, you know, die and have to get revived by the head god themselves, had the war was treated with less gravity than this. Bust him, definitely. Here he comes. Superhero landing. And now the most terrifying words in the English language. So there I was, naked. So I decided I'm going to cheat at some point. Yeah, go all the way. Do everything you can. You were not drawn here by some coincidence, were you? No, you came in search of me, Godbert. Why else would you gyrate your hips in such a gentlemanly fashion, if not that? More importantly, how in the hells did you learn the Manderville? If it did not teach you, then who? By the grace of Thal, what sorcery is this? He yet lives? What the hell? Why? I know this was to test how much they could put into cutscenes and how far they could push it. But why is this better than everything I've seen so far? Like, these are so far the best cutscenes in the game. And also, I fucking love a good suplex. He's back. Casually soup by his naked father. 10 years, Hildebrand. 10 years since you left home. And 5 since I learned of your trip to Dalamund. How long were you planning to allow your mother and father to suffer the illusion that their beloved son was dead? Son? You're Hildy's father? Yep. They're related. Please, father, cease your undulations at once. There are more pressing matters at hand. And also in lore, the naked man gyrating in front of us right now is rich enough to run a casino at a loss for the express purpose of giving jobs to people displaced by the apocalypse. And this is what he does in his time off. Ha! Do not worry, little one. I've dealt with worse cases before my morning bowel movement. And that's why. Hold your applause until the end. Firegrat, guide my hammer. Look how it sparkles in the twilight. How irradiance elegance. Would you all not agree that is a work of art? Completely destroyed a priceless antique's historical value. Nonsense. I've taken a dull, unremarkable vase and transformed it into something far superior. Hope you're paying attention, Hildy. How long has it been since you last held a hammer? Father, that's not my path. I'm an agent, inquiry, inspector. It's my duty to help those in need. Miss Maria is one such person. Or others too. Innocent people whose weapons were callously ripped from their hands by a thieving duelist. I thought you'd put away your childish dreams. No matter. You will understand in due time. No, I will not. I'm Inspector, Father. I can be naught else. Let him inspect. Mr. Godbert, sir, I don't think my mother's going to like what you did. She probably won't let Mr. Hildebrand help with the investigation. Cannot say that for certain, can we? Maybe she'll take a liking to this reimagining. I think his jaw unhinged. Spoke of a thieving duelist, do you not? So happens I am something of a duelist myself. Were we to cross paths with this fellow, I would welcome the opportunity to pit my skills against his. Kaido as well, I should think. So you possess a strong sense of justice. Full glad am I to have met you, Greg. Now let us return to Vesper Bay and see how our vase is received. Vesper Bay, you say? What a coincidence. She'll be traveling there in business once I've finished gathering materials. Oh, I think I might have seen the demon bird which took my weapon. Gone without me, I should follow none. Oh. There's one brain cell and it is screaming. Favorite... Oh, I completely forgot to check chat. Oh, wait, not return. Teleport... No, wait. There we go. The favorite clips from the stream was playing a cheat moment was... Hell yeah, there... A good cheat or like god mode section is just like so much fun. Because like... The oldest cheat codes I actually know, aside from ones like the Konami code, which was kept in Gradius and old games, because that's how they tested them. Like, they just popped the code to give themselves infinite lives to see if, like, collision and hit detection was working well, if enemies would be successfully destroyed and add on points. Like, they needed a version of the game that they could be in no danger for. But like Doom's cheat codes, IDDQD and IDKFA for God mode and infinite wet ammo, like those are just fun to turn on. Hope she likes it. If every component of an object were to be replaced, could the resulting object be fundamentally considered the same? Philosophers aren't sure. Godbert does not care. I love him already. Mother, I brought you the vase. Gods, have you no shame? How dare you make my daughter complicit in your cannery? Don't know where you found this gaudy trash. It bears no resemblance to the vase I purchased. Now see here, Lady Daruda, not only do you set Maria to fetch your priceless vase alone, placing in considerable danger should bandits or wild beasts attack, which they did, but... Gaudy trash? Lord Manderville, I did not realize you had arrived. Well, that's significantly more pants than he was wearing before. Also, I love that it's a white version of Hildy's outfit. I know nothing compared to lavish accommodations an esteemed gentleman such as yourself must enjoy. I pray my humble abode meets with your satisfaction. Oh, it does, my lady. Indeed, especially that exquisite vase over yonder, although I gather from your previous comments that you do not like my reconstruction. Your reconstruction? Oh, I don't like it. I love it. I would go so far to call it a new centerpiece of my Thorn Dynasty collection. Oh, what a relief. I've been most distressed if you had said otherwise. Manorvilles do so take pride in our work and ever strive for professional perfection. Oh, but why am I repeating what my son Hildebrand doubtlessly told you when he offered to investigate the duelist's threats? Nothing. Enough expositionary banter, say. He stole Greg's line. Cannot recall your son's precise words, but I do remember thinking that his help would be most welcome. You will be helping us, Inspector Hildebrand, will you not? Oh, Godbert does care. Wait a minute, your father is Lord Godbert Manderville? Man who took a quiver seat on the Syndicate? It appears there's been a great many developments over the past 10 years of which I was completely unaware. In any case, we must redirect our energies towards the investigation of the thieving duelists. Yeah, also, Hildy's actually like a good inspector to know and intuit like where Godbert would be, despite it being 10 years in an apocalyptic event. Speak with Bitterden. Where is he? Like, actually, where? Ah, Bitterden. Why are you still here? Allow me to elucidate. Lady Daruda has asked that we assist with the investigation. Now kindly share with us all your information. Fine. Our plans have advanced to a stage that even you couldn't ruin them anyways. I commissioned several reproductions of the Treaty Blade through a merchant named Jonjapa, who traffics in counterfeit antiques. These blades have been delivered to the observatorium, where they are being distributed among Lady Daruda's sellswords. Once I give the order, they'll transport them all via alternative routes to Vesper Bay. Oh, I think I get it. You're hiding the real transport with a bunch of decoys, right? They're all decoys. The moment the thief strikes, all our forces will converge on his location, including those disguised as small folk among each route. The real Treaty Blade will remain in the original owner's vault until the thief has been apprehended. Everything has been accounted for. You are superfluous. He is so done with Hildy already. Mayhaps we could use more small folk to watch the roads in and out of the observatorium, assuming you have the capacity to conduct yourself in an unassuming fashion. Fear not, my spell Inspector, I am the master of disguise. Have you any information regarding the duelist himself? A description? You never thought to ask Humphrey, did you? Thief is said to be a towering brute dressed in red who wields a halberd. Ha ha ha! A man so garishly dressed should be easy to find in snowy Curthis. Then I suppose we don't need your help after all, do we? Come or don't, I couldn't care less. Be seeing you. Pray forgive my lateness. Greg, my good man, what a pleasure to see you again. Just received new information regarding the weapon thief. Victim described him as a halberd wielding brute dressed in a ridiculous outfit. Ridiculous outfit. Oh, now I'm intrigued. What reasons will a warrior have for... Fable, thank you so much for the raid. How is Kiwi? I hope that you're having a good collab for that. And welcome and sickly. Thank you everyone for raiding. I'll give you the full shout out. Yeah, welcome in everyone who's new. I'm Eldritch Horror Bread, and Eldritch Horror from Beyond Reality, found an old band Blockbuster inside. This is my entire personality now, and I'm going to yell about it online. Normally I play a lot of retro games, but tonight, to make progress in this story, I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV. I did one mission on the main MSQ and found the Hildebrand quest line by accident. So we've been doing that the entire line, and I've been freaking loving it. Thank you so much for raiding. And if you have to raid and run, get some food, get something to eat, or do whatever you need post stream, like you just had a long stream and like it's hard work. So by all means. But yeah, thank you again for raiding in. I will definitely enjoy these eggs. Let me just summarize our current plan of action. Destination is Observatorium. Our mission supposes goodly small folks, in accordance with Inspector Biarden's instructions. Sickly. I'm watching you. Maybe I should swap over to the other model. That one's less edible. Also, I hope that eventually I can get an Unkaidu minion, because I love the setup of, this is not Unkaidu, this is just a rooster I found and painted green to ease loneliness. Oh, back to Earthus. Actually, no, did I do? I think I actually managed to do two or three plot missions. Which, honestly, beats my usual record for needing someone to yell and keep me on track. Well out of the water. Yeah, I might have to figure out. I might actually need like a new chat timer explicitly for reminding me, like, hey, the goal here is MSQ. I forgot how long the name of this is. Sword Surgeon. Completely it's fine. Goal MSQ. Thank you, Botanic. Hell to the fellow servant of justice. I take your royal main tasked with transforming a counterfeit treaty blade. Clearly you've mistaken me for someone else, sir. Eddie, Surgeon, they're with us. Oh, I forgot the accent. Keep an eye on them. Keep an eye on them, or else. But, sir, oh, bugger me. Don't you bloody move until I get back. I say, this land always so inhospitable. Biting winds, the endless snow. Perhaps keeping active will help me stay warm. Oh, I should chance to find the thieving duelist. Of course, summon you after missing a requisite beating. Haha. Also, I cannot overstate the sheer joy that this is a quest line where Gilgamesh, one of the few actually recurring characters, like during the plot of Final Fantasy V, he gets thrown into the void between worlds, and every time Gilgamesh appears, it's the same dude. Like, he'll sometimes, in some dubs of the game, will sometimes reference Bart's, the main character of 5, or happenings of other games. You look like you might actually be useful. Why don't you have a word with my man near the East Gates? We're undermanned there. And aside from like bonus bosses like Shinryu or Omega, which are also mentioned to being entities that are inside of the interdimensional void. He's like the only recurring character that isn't just named the same as a, like, it's not the same as Sid or Biggs and Wedge, where they're different characters and have different roles, but a similar name. Is just the same dude being weird and dumb all over the multiverse. Spectre, look over here. What is it, Ashu? Pray tell me what you see. Ah, see you, demon bird. You will not escape me this time. Hello, my friends. Is aught amiss? Oh, it's just Greg. For a moment there, I thought we might have spotted our thief. Come, Ashu. We've lingered here over long. Must have Greg spoke. Gilgamesh and Hildebrand they share a brain cell. They are evenly matched, and that is meant to be as insulting as possible to both of them. Not up here the ordinary either. No luck, huh? We have scoured every ilm of this area, no avail. I can only conclude that, having learned the opponent was to be legendary Inspector Hildebrand, Duelist renounced his criminal ways and retired into hiding. Or perhaps he's patiently waiting outside the walls for more wagons to leave. That being said, you should decide to venture into the wilderness. You'd best arm yourself with more than your wits. Appreciate your concern, Miss L, but gentlemen should abstain from violence unless absolutely necessary. For you, Inspector, I haven't found a weapon to use. 12, the same self-same spear which propelled me to the Red Moon. Wherever did you find it? It's buried in the snow. Oh, one can not ignore the will of destiny. Turn to me, Nashu. Oh, she'll endeavor to avoid... Wait, did he Dragoon jump to the moon? So, in the small slideshow of images I have, it's from a webcomic called 8-Bit Theater, which is just essentially making fun of old Final Fantasy. And one of the jokes is the party meets a Dragoon who ends up jumping to the moon. I would both not be surprised if that's a reference, and be very surprised if it was a reference. Because I'm not sure they know it exists, but... And it's only very tangentially related to Final Fantasy. Where art thou, my nefarious nemesis? 'Twas not the self-same creature, but one of many. Nevertheless, I know my weapon is close by. Sense it too, don't you? Chicken. Wait. Is that... Does Hildy have Gilgamesh's spear? Greg, I've been meaning to ask. Why do you covet this weapon so? If you but beheld it, you would understand. Always bore resemblance to a spear, but in other respect, it's a gunblade. Quite different. It's crowned with a magnificent axe blade, which was welded to a musket barrel. It's one of the first weapons I had to collection after arriving in these lands. Oh, how I yearn to reclaim it. The strongest of spears. The weapon of yours bears a striking resemblance to the strongest of spears. I claimed this weapon 5 years ago. Surely you can't be serious. Now you... They fucking referenced airplane in this? Don't call me Shirley. Merrick, give it to me. The spear and I have traveled together to the very heavens. I'll not relinquish it again. Spear and I have bested many a man together. I will not relinquish it again. Oh. Then we are at an impasse. Oh my god. I can't believe I'm saying this, but well done, Inspector. Thanks to you, we've caught the weapon thief in the act. Miss L, you're grossly misreading our dispute. Greg is a good, honest man who I'm certain never stolen a weapon. No. More. Yo. Each was a trophy for besting my opponent in single combat. I believe that this constitutes a confession. Seize him. I was going to keep saying, yo, my head. You and me both. Going to bed. You know that will never happen. You know damn well that that will never happen, Botanic. But have a nice night. Nice seeing you around, and thanks for hanging. Yo. Question to what? I've done not wrong. Bah, you are all beyond reason. Ah, yes, my plan to secure Greg's confession was utterly flawless, and its capture will be the coup de grace. Alright, how will they blame Hildy for this? Well, my plan is thus far flawless. Griffin's Crossing is still impossible. I know who you are, even if that imbecile doesn't, so let's not mince words. Only you have the skills to face the duelist in battle. He started Italian, but my accent shifted French. I'm okay with this. Even so, your strengths alone will likely not suffice. I suggest you muster what allies you can. Is there an instance to that? Wow. Even... Even now, I still have to instance. I'm counting this as a partial victory. Oh. Nice going, Hildy. How's you, Miss Ellie? Ah, my good man, it's a relief to hear your footfalls. As you had doubtlessly deduced, I was unable to prevent Greg from escaping through the doors. I must leave the rest to you. Hang on. I need to... Yep, that's the quote. Enough expositionary banter. Now we fight like men. And ladies. And ladies who dress like men. For Gilgamesh, it is morphing time. Maybe I should... Yes, battle big on the big bridge. Okay, let's hear if the song kicks in. Yo! Yes, it was I behind these doors the whole time. Took so long to arrive, I was getting worried you must have gotten lost. How long did I wonder what your role in this play was? Silent guardian, content to watch events unfold with minimal interaction. Last I understand, we were fated to duel, you and I. Best me and you shall have the spear. Fail and your weapons are forfeit. Fair terms, do you not think? I'll extend them to your allies. I grant you leave to summon others. After all, it'll value to no advantage. For Gilgamesh, it is in beginning time! Oh, how it embiggens the soul. If you must know, ooh, wait, song. If you must know what's going through my Warrior of Light's head right now, this is so much better than fighting primals. Yes! Yes! Oh, we are doing this. Battle on the big weapons. I have no idea what the mechanics are. I am going to probably completely fail at doing this in one shot, but for the best music in the game. Anyway, while we wait for the timer to go down, I'm going to go get more water because I need it. I just had a thought. I wonder how long it would take for me to get kicked out of a Discord if I set my, like, you know how you can put your, whenever you join a VC, to a random soundboard sound? If I put mine to be the yo, I wonder how quickly I would be told to get the fuck out. I think very fast. And oh wow, this is an 8-man this is an 8-man instance. That is going to be impressive. And also I'm putting on a bit of music because, like, at least low in the background, because, well, I've noticed that, like, the duty finder, it's kind of difficult to get people, like, you wait for a longer time for very specific things. Like, if you hit the random, then you're guaranteed a match pretty fast, but if you go for something specific, I have a feeling that this timer is going to go from time elapsed to, or from less than 5-minute wait to like 7 or more. Oh. You know, it's been a while since I've weaponized how the universe likes to prove me wrong. I should really exploit that more often. Because I expected to wait for a while. I guess people just like Gilgamesh. Oh, of course. Yes! Oh, the music is spot on. Wait, no. I accidentally turned on RP walk. How?
Go on, Enkidu. It's true. Your favorite.
Quick, anyone in chat, how do I turn off RP walk? I've forgotten. Well, fortunately, I'm a mage. So. No, seriously, someone. Wait. Oh. Shit. What did I? Ah! It's slash. Is it starting soon? Ah! Oh wow. They're fine. I forgot that with. Okay, what I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to make a command explicitly to remind me what the fuck RP walk on and off is. Oh! Got confused. Oh, that's a cool status effect. Sure cast, swift cast, sure, why not? I think I'm playing Red Mage properly. The one thing of not having anyone nearby is I don't know if I'm doing this right or very much messing it up. However, the nice thing is also with nobody nearby, I don't have to care. It's the perfect solution for everything. Okay, I have a feeling I would have liked that a bit more if I wasn't panicking stuck in RP walk. Well then. Well now get Greg.
That's enough of a beating for now.
You told me it overrides your usual victory. Oh wow, they all left. It completely overrides your usual victory animation. That was amazing. Alone yet still armed. In any case, he seemed satisfied with the halberd. We'll proceed with the delivery. Why, Greg? Why? What do you have to say? Are you dead again, Inspector? How many swords did you drop? Well, wait, doesn't that one there just look like Elieser's sword? But even mine trade aren't. This one's obviously a counterfeit blade. And so, yes, there is a long-running joke with Gilgamesh that in most games he's trying to get find the ultimate sword weapon, which is usually Excalibur. However, what he usually ends up with is the cheap knockoff Excalibur, which appears to have the absolutely phenomenal stats, but the quirk of that weapon is that it's hard-coded to usually only ever deal a single point of damage with your attack. That being said, the fact is that it's also coded to have an absolutely monstrous, like, highest in the game if it didn't have the effect. Like, its attack stat is higher than the actual Excalibur. So, if you get some things, like most famously the Blue Mage's Goblin Punch, which uses your weapon stats to to apply damage, but does not take into consideration anything else like the special abilities, because most of them worth using are buffs. It deals monstrous damage with like a simple ability. Or I think Ranger's Aim in 5. It's just more magnificent than I imagine. Make a fine addition to my collection. I really hope that the Hildebrand quests here, for how much character and detail they put in the cutscenes, is like the new standard for Heavensward onwards. And with that, our business is concluded. Cheers. I genuinely mean that in your case, by the way. All's well that ends well, right, Inspector? Well, it's a shame that Greg turned out to be the thief. There you are, Inspector Bearden. Why did you not wait for me at the docks? Why are you all staring at me so? Oh, never mind that. Where's my treaty blade? But didn't we just give you the treaty blade? The plot thickens. They Lupin the Third did us a perfect disguise latex mask. I love this even more. This guy's just disguise yourself as a client and let the treaty blade come to you. God, take advantage of an existing situation to distract us from the real crime. Brilliant. The man in red never spoke of the treaty blade, only the halberd. Moreover, he always issued his challenges in person. Dear gods, isn't it obvious? What is it like in your funny old brains? Must be so boring. Suplex him. I do not like this man. I have found my There has been a replacement in my most hated Ellison list. Elfinod is now number 2. Man Red did not send the challenge, then who did? Just glares at it. I love these quests so much. Only one to react. I believe it's addressed to me, condescending Inspector Bearden. Piss off. It's canon now that when he's mad, he loses the accent. For 100 years I've slept, 1,000 faces I do wear, was yours will be mine. Claim the Lapis Maiden's virtue. May face Phantom Thief. Interesting. The design and wording are the same as before. Thief who stole the treaty blade sent this. Very well, I alone, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinary, once again accept your challenge. Bearden is so put off. We're breaking him. Want to challenge us? Stand and face me, you buffoon. Hildebrand. Proof that if you can't outsmart somebody, you can definitely outstupid them. How dare you all laugh at a time like this after allowing my precious treaty blade to be stolen? You, Maria. Oh, she does have a heart. I suppose it is a little funny to him dashing to and fro, a pair of gentlemen mummers. It's been far too long since we've seen a show. Show in the city later, just you and me. Not bad, Hildy. Not bad at all. You're indeed a Manderville man. Mark my face. Oh, Phantom of May faces. Where's the face of the... Okay, this stream was a complete and total failure in terms of getting MSQ done, but I cannot care in the slightest. That was amazing. Being Daresley claimed fair man's virtue. Sees jealousy quicken in Inspector's soul. And a Metal Gear Solid reference? They fucking reference the Sniper Wolf, the end of the Sniper Wolf boss fight in this game? That's... Hey, what's with the goggles those men were wearing? They look special. Maybe if I ask nicely, they'll give me a pair. Guess we'll find out next time. I did not expect Metal Gear Solid to come up to that. Alright. Unfortunately, I think that is where I will have to end, because aside from existing, not sure how further I can go and other things is also like, that's just a good time to end. Okay, let me type this out. Let me type out the raid message quick, but I know who we're going to raid because Palm Lobo has also been going through 14 and, well, a bit further than me. I think it would be good to show somebody who actually is doing MSQ. Missionary. Just a second, this is taking a lot to type out. There we go, that's the raid message. Raid. Alright. Oh, perfect, that, I actually got that right. Thank you so much for coming by. I hope that you had a good time. I'll see you, honestly, I'm not sure. I was supposed to take this week off, and I might actually take next week off. So we'll see you around.